Hello, hello, hello. Well, it's your girl Melissa. I'm back with you with another blessful message. And today's message, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm looking out the window and I'm seeing this nice, beautiful weather outside, but it's so hot. It's so hot. I believe it's like 93 today. I did go out. I did go out and I did a little. I had to do run some errands, and I came back. It's hot. It's hot. So I came back, and so I thought about. I said, oh, you know what? I need to upload a video. I got my message. Once God gave me my message, and I'm like, okay, and my girls, they gone for the weekend, so I'm like, you know what? Let me get on here and upload a video. Why? They gone. Why it's quiet. So the message that I want to share with you guys on today is the subject. These my notes that I was studying. The subject is having good leadership. Having good leadership. And when I was studying this message, the one person that came to my mind that I know who showed good leadership was Jesus. Who else? Jesus. Jesus, he showed good leadership. He showed good leadership, whereas even when he was picking, the 12 disciples, and how, he taught them and, he disciplined them. He showed them love. He showed them how to heal the sick. He showed them how to give to the needy. Jesus showed good leadership. So in this day and time, even when you're on a job, or it could be church, anywhere you go, like any company that you work for, you want to be under good leadership. Me and my brother was talking one day, and he asked me a question. He had asked me, working in God's kingdom, and he was asking me, how do I like it? The position I had, when I was serving as a nurse before. He said, he asked me, which job do you like the best? Do you like when you was nursing or when you was ushering? And I told him I liked them both. When I was nursing, I liked it when I was nursing at my old church. And the church that I'm at now, I like ushering. I said, I like them both, And I said, it's all about good leadership. It's all about good leadership. It's all about who's over you, who's over you, who's leading you. If you got good leadership, then even the company, it's going to be successful. Things are going to run smoothly. So I told him, I said, I like being up under good leadership, even when I was working on a job, I look at, who's the leader, who's the boss, who's the supervisor. If I was on a job and it was a supervisor and I saw that, she wasn't, leading the people in the right direction, I was like, I can't be up under her too long, because she's not showing good leadership skills. Just anywhere you go, if it's in school, you look for a teacher, good leadership. And so here I wrote in my my notes, it says, I said, when Jesus, he picked the 12 disciples, he showed them all. He showed them all how to love their enemies, pray and fast, how to heal the sick, preach the gospel, to witness, to give to the less unfortunate. And the scripture that I want to share with you guys, that you can write it down, is Matthew chapter 1. You can read chapter 1, read it all the way down to 9. And it tells you, more about, Jesus. He's showing good leadership, with the disciples. And I just want to come on here and share this blessed message to anyone that, when you're working, anyone that wants to know, how do you know that you have good leadership, or what to look for in a good leadership. Things that you look for, things that I had looked for in a good leadership. I look for, the number one thing I look for, how long, the company been ran, by that owner or that leader, that boss, whoever. How long the company been in business? How do they treat their workers? Do they pay their workers on time? Do they respect their workers? You want to make sure, you want to be up under somebody that's going to, going to be respectful. You can go to them that they respect you. You respect them. You don't want to go to nobody and they're disrespecting you. They're talking to you all types of ways. I worked on a company where the leaders would put the employees down, would talk to them any type of way, and I was just like, oh no. I'm like, he's going to push us in the ditch. I always said that. I said, this man is going to push us in a ditch. He wasn't showing good skills, And, the company, they had the name of the company was a good name, but I'm like, you're not showing. The name that you have on your company, you're not showing it. You're not showing it. So, I just want to say, I had a list of things that you should look for. And good. You also want to make sure that they know what they're doing. If you're working on a job, or if it's a church, or wherever you go, wherever the company is, the facility that you're up under, you want to know that they know what they're doing. You want to make sure that they know what they're doing, that they're not just, they running this business in this company, and it's just, the company is just in an uproar. It's just in a chaos. It's just, there's no peace. You got workers, they feuding with each other. Your hours, they just all over the place. The day, time for you to get paid, it's just all over the place. So you want to make sure that they know what they're doing. Just watch and observe. That's what I did when I was on a job. I would, my boss, sometimes I would just sit back and I would just watch, and I would just observe, just watch them, like, let me see, and I'll just be like, wow, like, man, like, I'm like, you should be doing this, you should be doing that. That person, look what they doing. Look, I was just sitting back and I was looking like, so you want to make sure that you're up under the person, that they know what they doing. They know what they doing, that they showing examples. Number one, like Jesus did with his disciples, that they showing example of love. That they showing examples of love. And the next one I had, I told you about respect. They have, respect. I say the key thing is respect. It's all about respect. You respect me, I respect you. You respect my space, I respect your space. It's all about respect. If you don't have respect, then that's how things get all out of hand, get out of control. Like, the boss don't respect you, so what you do, you just say, hey, you ain't respecting me, why should I respect you? And you might snap off, you might go off. So it's all about respect, love, respect. And then the next one I had, communication. You want to make sure that you can communicate with that person. If you can't communicate with that person, then it's a problem. It's a problem. Like, I can't work with you. You can't work with that person. Was like, they can't come to you and communicate. They got to go tell somebody else, or go to somebody else and tell them. You want a good communication, which you can be able to talk to them. You can go to them and be like, hey, I want to talk to you about something. You don't want them to have, they got to go to somebody else, or you got to go to somebody. Good communication. So I said love, respect, communication, and it's a list of some more. I can't name them all. I'm just sharing with you guys what my experience, what I went through, being up under, when I was under bad leadership. So it's so I just want to share my experience, and I just pray and I just hope that whoever watching this video, whatever it is that you might be going through, if it's you're working on a job, or you have like you running a business, whatever it is, you want to make sure that you have good leadership. You want to make sure that you're showing examples of love, you respect, and communication. You want to make sure all those things line up. They fall behind each other. They line up. So I just want to come on here and share this message with you guys. And I just pray that it bless your soul. It help you. Whatever it is that you're going through, you dealing with right now, and you might be somewhere. You might say, "What is going on? What happened? I just started this. I just started this business. Why are things falling apart?" you need to take some time out to yourself, and you need to just, examine yourself, even like your workers or co-workers. You need to sit them down, have a meeting, and say, you know what, something ain't right here. Something ain't right here. It could be me, it could be you guys. Hey, let's discuss this. Let's discuss this. If we want this business to flow, or if you want whatever it is, even if it's your church organization, if we want this to flow, hey, we need to sit down, let's have a meeting about this, because I want things to run smooth, I want people to be able to come to this business. I want people to be able to come to this, my house, even in your house, you got to have good leadership. Even if your house, if it's a husband and a wife, you two, you got to have good leadership. You got to have good leadership. You got to have somebody that got the house running smoothly. The house, you want somebody to come over like, you know what? I like this. I go to their house. Their house is in order. It's in order. It's not in an uproar. It's not in chaos. I like how they do things. They have an order in their house. So even in your home, you have to have order, good leadership. It could be, the father. Then the father. It's the mother. It's the kids. They behind. You see people come over your house and they see your kids. Say, you know what? I like how they raising their kids. I like how they got their kids. In order, they're real manageable. But it's all about good leadership. So, yes. And so the last thing I want to share with you guys before I go is some scriptures. These are some scriptures on good leadership. So if you have a pen, you can write them down. The first one is Galatians 6:9, Hebrews 13:7, Isaiah 41:10, James 4:10 on humbling yourself, Jeremiah 1:5, Proverbs 22:29. So again, those scriptures, just in case you didn't hear me when I said, I'm repeating them again. Galatians 6:9, Hebrews 13:7, Isaiah 41:10, James 4:10, Jeremiah 1:5, Proverbs 22:29. Those are scriptures on good leadership, on good leader. And I'm trying to see anything I'm missing. Yeah. Okay. So I just want to come on here and share with you guys this message on having good leadership. And I pray and I hope that this message have blessed you on today. And it blessed me as God gave it to me. It blessed my soul. So I pray that it bless you on today. Until next time, it's your girl Melissa. I pray and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye-bye.